And the Mustang starting lineup is brought to you by B&B Appliance. From refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between, they have exactly what you need and service it too. So starting for the Mustangs tonight will be senior Wesley Carnes, senior Nathan Gerken, junior Rodrigo Alvarez, junior Aiden Garber, and senior Forrest Jordan. So we'll see what unfolds here for the Mustangs. It would be nice to get a big game out of, to help some scoring along with Wesley Carnes. So we will, Rodrigo Alvarez is being introduced here. But Nathan Gerken had a big game over at Weld Central. I believe he had 29 points in that game. So it'd be nice to see if they could get him going underneath, get him some big points along with.
Keep him out of foul trouble too. That's the big thing right there. And the last game that we were at, he got into foul trouble pretty early on in the game. They had to pull him out.
Yeah. So he needs to stay clean, and hopefully they can get it underneath to him and do some damage underneath on the boards and on the scoreboard. So jumping for the Mustangs will be Nathan Gerken. He will be going up against Boy Schmitz. And 8 minutes on the clock. We are ready to rock and roll here. Boy Schmitz wins it, but Wesley Carnes to the ball. His little jumper is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Seppi Salvatore. Quickly down the court is Michael Wall. Now a three is going to be taken from straight on, and that is going to be up and good by Lucas Salvatore. Wesley Carnes on the high left wing. Man-to-man defense. I believe that's a 2-3 zone, by the Rough Riders. Forrest Jordan with the three. In and out, going to be rebounded by Schmitz. Schmitz bounce pass over on the far side to Ramirez. Schmitz gets it back now underneath to Wall. And now a three from the corner is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Aiden Garver, Garver brings it down, dribbles it to the left wing, left elbow. Forrest Jordan with a spin up and no good, but a foul is going to be called. And Forrest Jordan will go to the line to shoot two, and that foul is going to be on Seppi Salvatore. So Forrest Jordan to the line to shoot two. The Rough Riders with the early lead here is Lucas Salvatore with a three on his first shot of the game. Free throw is up and in for Forrest Jordan. Jordan, a couple of dribbles, bends the knees, shoots, and nothing but net for Jordan. 3-2, 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes to go here, first period. As Ramirez brings the ball up, he's going to be on the near side now to Wall. Ball is going to be taken away, first turnover of the game. Wesley Carnes, his shot is going to be up and no good, but it was off the Mustangs and out of bounds, so their first turnover, back-to-back turnovers here. Wesley Carnes, a little gimpy coming back. He missed the layup, as it is Wall. Now to Ramirez. Ramirez looked like he shuffled his feet, but no call. Ball is going to be taken away by Wesley Carnes. Carnes is going to drive it all the way down. Layup up and good by Wesley Carnes. Mustangs now in the lead, 4-3. Wall is being guarded by Rodriguez. A 2-3 zone defense by the Mustangs. Ramirez up top over on the far side now to Salvatore. Underneath, ball is tipped but kept by the Rough Riders. That three is going to be up and good by Michael Wall. 6-4 Rough Riders. Wesley Carnes off to Garver out on the high right wing. Back to Carnes over on the far side to Jordan. Back to Rodrigo. Rodrigo into the lane. His little floater's up and no good. Going to be rebounded and taken away
That's Xavier.
by Lucas Salvatore. Shot is up and no good. Salvatore gets the rebound. Going to kick it out in the corner. And that three is up and no good. Going to be rebounded. And it's going to be on the Rough Riders. I thought maybe they're going to call it on Gherkin, but I believe that is on Xavier Ramirez. So 6-4 here. 5.5 to go. First period. Excuse me. Kick it off into the corner to Jordan on the far side. He's going to into the lane. Garver from the left elbow. Looks to get rid of it. Does to Rodrigo. Rodrigo out at the three-point line on the far side. Back to Garver out at the point. Garver now is going to drive it down. His little floater up and good. Aiden Garver with 2. Ties it up at 6. Ramirez over on the far side, and that shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded underneath by Schmitz, and the ball is tipped around and finally taken away by Rodrigo. Wesley Carnes going to drive it all the way down. His layup up and good. Wesley Carnes, he's as good as you get when he goes to the bucket. Schmitz now off to Salvatore. Salvatore underneath. That shot is going to be up and good by Seppi Salvatore. Ties it up here at 8, 4:24. Wesley Carnes, deep three, up and good. Wesley Carnes from downtown. 11-8 Mustangs. Bounce pass now to Ramirez into the corner, and that three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded underneath by Schmitz. Wall back to Schmitz. Schmitz's little jumper is going to come up a little short. The Mustangs got to get to it, and a foul is going to be called on the rebound. And that foul will go on Bowie Schmitz. That will be his first. So into the game for the Mustangs will be Zavala. He will come in for Rodrigo Alvarez. Jordan into Carnes. Carnes into the front court being guarded by Ramirez. Over on the far side to Jordan. Jordan out at the point. Now to Garver. Garver on the right wing is going to drive it in. Little spin move. Shot it up and good. Aiden Garver with 4 points. 13-8 Mustangs. 3.5 to go here in this opening period. Back to Wall for 3. That is up and good. Michael Wall with his second triple. They're going to have to extend that defense just a little bit. 13-11. Wesley Carnes hands it off to Garver, now to Jordan, to Zavala on the left wing. Dribbled it, picks it up. Jordan head fake, going to drive it down and tries to get it underneath. And it's going to be off of Lucas Salvatore and out of bounds. So into the game will be Nolan Peterson and
Join
Hoyos is the way we'll go with. As the Mustangs do get it into Gherkin. Gherkin with a spin move. Layup or shot is going to be up and good. He was fouled on the shot, so Gherkin with the bucket. And that foul will go on Bowie Schmitz. That will be his second. But Gherkin with the bucket. He will go to the line to shoot the and one. That was a nice little shot off the backboard. Gherkin with nothing but net on that one. (16-11) Mustangs. 3 minutes to go here, first period. 2-3 zone defense by the Mustangs. Ramirez are on the near side to Hoyos. He's going to hand it off to Lucas Salvatore. Lucas Salvatore clear, makes him a little room. Xavier Ramirez, that three is up and good by Ramirez. 4 threes here in this opening period by the Rough Riders. Wesley Carnes drive it down, a little floater up and good. Wesley Carnes on fire tonight. See if he can keep that up, get some help here. 18-14 is Ramirez over on the far side to Hoyos. Hoyos is going to drive it in. The ball is going to be tipped away, but retained by Ramirez. And then a double dribble call on the Rough Riders. So turnover number 2. So pretty clean game here so far by both teams. Mustangs get it into Girk and then a reach foul, and that is going to be, if that's on Boy Schmitz, that'll be his 3rd.
Yep.
That is 3 on Schmitz. I would think he is going to be coming out here pretty quick, but no movement yet here from the Rough Riders. Over into the far corner now. Little jump back, 3's up and good. Wesley Carnes
on fire tonight
with a fadeaway 3. 21-14, and now a timeout is going to be taken here by the Rough Riders, but Wesley Carnes is
what's he had tonight already?
3, 6, 8, 12 points so far in this first, 12 points out of the 21. But he is getting some help tonight. Aiden Garver with 4, Nathan Gherkin with 3, Forrest Jordan with 2.
Exactly.
So it's guys that, Wesley Carnes has been averaging 22 points a game. Gherkin is at 10. Right now, Wesley Carnes at 12. He's already over halfway there to his average.
With 2 minutes to go in this first period.
But they just need to keep it rolling. They just need to put the pressure on the Roosevelt Rough Riders and get them, get them down to where they don't think they're going to be in this game. But
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I mean, that's what, Xavier Ramirez. I mean, he's sitting with three fouls already. So I mean, I would be surprised, like you said.
Yeah, Bowie Schmitz.
Oh,
actually,
I'm sorry, Bowie Schmitz.
Yeah, has 3.
Bowie Schmitz with 3 fouls tonight. But
so that's what they need to do. They need to work it into Gherkin and let him get some points in there. Chase Redding into the game for the Mustangs. He will replace Garver. So a minute 56 to go here in the first period as the Mustangs lead at 21-14. Xavier Ramirez hands it off now on the far side to Hoyos. And off of Gherkin and out of bounds. So Wall will inbounds far side for the Rough Riders. Yes, he looks. He gets it into Salvatore. Ramirez back for the 3, up and good.
They got to put a little bit more defense on that. Back defense on those 3s. Deeper.
21-17. Deep 3. That is just a little bit too far out of the reach. And rebounded to Hoyos. Hoyos going to drive it all the way down now into the corner. Michael Wall kicks it off into the corner. Now it drives the baseline, and it's going to be called for the travel. It's Hoyos. So turnover number 3. As the Mustangs are on offense here with under a minute 20 to go here, first period, up 21-17. They just need to keep the pressure on. They just need to don't have any empty possessions. Ball is going to be tipped away and kept by the Mustangs. That ball is going to be thrown away by Gherkin. Taken away by Walls. He gets it into the front court now on the near side to Hoyos. Xavier Ramirez for another 3, and that is up and no good. Going to be into the hands of Salvatore. And Salvatore, they're going to call an offensive foul as Lucas Salvatore tried to clear a little space there. So 4 turnovers now by the Rough Riders, 21-17 as we're down to 45 seconds to go first period. Quick moving game here. Redding on the high right wing. Gives it to Zavala. Zavala, little banker up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Zavala. And Zavala gets it to Carnes. Carnes into the lane. His layup up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Lucas Salvatore. Under 20 seconds to go here. Michael Wall brings it down on the far right wing. He's going to hand it off to Ramirez out at the point. 2-3 zone defense here by the Mustangs. They hand it off to Lucas Salvatore. And that 3 from the corner is going to be in and out. Going to be rebounded by Wall. Now Lucas Salvatore on the near side. Ramirez, if it goes, it's good, but it does not go. So the Mustangs lead it by 4 as we go to period number 2, 21-17 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 21-17 as we go into period number 2. Aiden Garver, Chase Redding, Isaiah Zavala, Wesley Carnes, and Rodrigo Alvarez to start this for the Mustangs as Forrest Jordan and Nathan Gherkin take a little breather. As Hoyos hands it off to Peterson. Now up top to Salvatore, now to Ramirez, over across court to Hoyos. Hoyos going to drive it in. Looked like a travel, did not get it. Peterson now into the lane. Ball is going to be taken away, but a foul is going to be called on the Mustangs. And that will be on Rodrigo Alvarez. That will be his first, team first. Rough Riders to inbound right baseline of their basket. Lucas Salvatore to inbounds. Looks on the far side to Wall. Baseline now underneath to Salvatore. Layup is going to be up and no good. Ball is going to be tipped around and taken by Garver. Now to Wesley Carnes. Wesley Carnes on the high right wing. Picks up his dribble to Rodrigo in the lane. The shot is going to be up. Comes up short. Can be rebounded by Wall. Into the hands of Ramirez. And now to Peterson. Up and good. Nolan Peterson with the bucket. 21-19 Mustangs. Wesley Carnes slowly into the front court, being guarded by Ramirez. Over to Rodrigo. Under 7 to go here. Near side to Garver. Garver on the right baseline, keeps that dribble alive. Picks it up. Now the ball is going to be tipped, but to Rodrigo Alvarez. He's going to turn, banked it up, and no good. Going to be rebound. Nice job by Rodrigo. Could not get the bucket. Got the rebound, but could not get it to go down. As Hoyos into the lane. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and finally taken away by Zavala. So we'll give him the rebound and then a foul. That foul will go on Ramirez. That will be his second. So Peterson will come out, and it will be Seppi Salvatore back into the game. So that is 17 fouls. So that will send Zavala to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. See if he can connect here. The Mustangs are 3 of 3 so far from the free throw line. Nathan Gherkin with 1 and Forrest Jordan with 2.
Mustangs doing a good job keeping the fouls down.
That free throw is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Ramirez. Hoyos now into the front court. Still, it's going to be a man-to-man, I believe. Man, it's going to be a 2-3 zone still. So the 3 from the corner is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Zavala. Zavala into the front court. Sneaks by, goes down the baseline, and then he's going to be called for the offensive foul as he knocks down Salvatore. So Zavala with his first, only 2 team fouls so far on the Mustangs, 7 on Roosevelt. So Gherkin back in, and Zavala will take a seat. 21-19, 6:11 to go here, second period. So far, Nolan Peterson, the only one with any points here in this second quarter of play with a bucket. Wall now out here on the left. He's going to give it in underneath. That's going to be off of Gherkin and out of bounds. Nice tip there to prevent the cut underneath. An even 6 minutes to go here. Second period, 21-19, Fort Morgan. They do get it in to Wall. Back now to Hoyos. Hoyos off in the corner, and that's going to be Salvatore up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. Into the hands of Wesley Carnes, now to Garver. Garver loses it out of bounds. They tried the alley-oop, but did not come away with it clean. Out of bounds off of Garver. So turnover number 3 I have for the Mustangs. And Xavier Ramirez into the front court. It's a little give and go. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded though by Gherkin. And then a foul is going to be called as Ramirez comes in from out of bounds, tries to get it away from Gherkin. So that's going to be 3 on Ramirez. So Bowie Schmitz with 3, Ramirez with 3. Into the game will be Harvey Trevino. Trevino, a junior, 5'10 junior. So Gherkin to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. See if he can
think this first one.
Hit the first one. Up
Yep.
and good. Nothing but net. Nice looking shot there by Nathan Gherkin. 4 points on the night for Gherkin. 22-19, 5:34 to go, second period. Gherkin with free throw number 2. Up
That's good.
and good. Michael Wall to bring it up for the Rough Riders. Now hands it off to Hoyos out at the point. Hoyos drives it into the lane. Underneath now to Trevino. Now a 3 is going to be taken. That is up and good from Lucas Salvatore. His second 3 of the night. Rodrigo Alvarez layup up and comes up short, but Gherkin with the rebound. Gherkin with the putback.
Rebound now.
So rebound and the points. 25-22 Fort Morgan. 5 minutes to go, second period. Hoyos drives it in, then kicks it back out over on the far side underneath. And they're going to call a blocking foul. That may be on Chase Redding. See if that's who that foul is going to be called on. That will be on Redding. His first, team third. Roosevelt, the inbounds left baseline of their basket. As they get it in to Seppi Salvatore, now to Wall. Now a screen, and Salvatore is going to put it up, and no good. Rebounded to Gherkin. Off to Aiden Garver. Garver keeps that dribble alive, left side, and it keeps it. It's going to be tipped and taken away by Hoyos. And then a foul by Garver. It's Garver's first, but once you commit the turnover, there's no use fouling. It just compounds the problem. So Garver will come out. Forrest Jordan will come in. As they get it into Lucas Salvatore. Lucas Salvatore for a 3, and that is up and no good. Ball is going to be kept around and finally taken by Carnes. Carnes is going to stop and pop for the 3, up and no good. Rebounded, going to be finally taken away by Rodrigo Alvarez. So nice job there by Alvarez for the rebound. He's going to kick it off to Redding. Redding's going to drive it to the right elbow. And then it's going to be a foul on Redding. He's going to get tagged with that foul after Trevino had taken it away. So that is a turnover. So that'll be 5 on the Mustangs, 4 on the Rough Riders. 25-22, 4 minutes to go here in the first half. That's that, yeah. Oh, I didn't. Oh, off a knee? I didn't see where that came from. They're going to give it to the Roosevelt Rough Riders. They will retain possession with 4:01 to go here in this second period of play. They get it in to Salvatore. Now on the far side, that 3 is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded, tipped around, and finally off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds. Nice hustle there by Rodrigo Alvarez. So the Rough Riders will retain possession as they're down 3 with 3:54 to go here. As Michael Wall gets it in to Hoyos. Hoyos into the lane, going to kick it off into the far corner. Net is going to be up and good for Harvey Trevino, and then he was fouled on the shot by Forrest Jordan. You can't be fouling people on the three-point line. That's uncalled for. Chase Redding comes out. Rodrigo Alvarez comes out. Zavala back in, as is Garver. So that ties it up here at 25. So that will send Trevino to the line to shoot 1. 3:46 to go here, second period. Shot is going to be up, around, and no good. And then off of Zavala's leg and out of bounds. Rough Riders will retain possession as they will throw it in left baseline of their basket. Hoyos looks and looks. He gets it into Wall. Wall on the cutter. And yeah, I thought that was going to go on Garver. See it, yep, that's going to be Garver's second. That will be 7, so that will send Trevino to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Missed one just a minute ago after he made his 3. Up and no good, but he was into the lane too soon, so it wouldn't have counted if it would have went in. So we're all tied up at 25 here, 3:39 to go, second period. Fort Morgan and Roosevelt. To Garver. Garver's going to stop and pop for a three. Up and good. Aiden Garver from downtown. 7 points on the night from Garver. Hoyos now into the front court. Underneath, nice little movement there, but came up short. Zavala with the rebound to Carnes, and he ends up losing it. Was looking for the whistle and no call. So Hoyos all the way down, little left-handed layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Salvatore. Zavala with a strong rebound into the hands of Wesley Carnes. Wesley Carnes loses the ball. Tried to sweep it through there and could not. Now don't foul here. Yeah, that's just what happened. They're going to call a foul on Wesley Carnes. Just let him go. Play defense and let it go. Mustangs up 28-25. That will send Hoyos to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. No points on the night yet for Hoyos. As Wesley Carnes comes out, Rodrigo Alvarez back into the game. Hoyos, no good. Gherkin with another rebound. Forrest Jordan on the left side, going to drive it down, going to kick it off to Rodrigo. Now Gherkin from three, straight away up and short. It's going to be a foul. Nice job by Rodrigo as Hoyos was backing him under. So Hoyos with the foul. That would be his first. Only 9 team fouls, so Rodrigo will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Wesley Carnes on the bench right now. We'll see if he stays there for the rest of this half, or he only has 1 foul. Free throw is up and good by Rodrigo. So he will earn free throw number 2, 29-25. Rodrigo rolls around and rebounded by Peterson. Into the hands of Hoyos, being guarded by Rodrigo. Hoyos all the way into the lane. He was traveled. So 5 turnovers for Roosevelt, 7 on the Mustangs. 2:31 to go, into the hands of Alvarez. Now to Jordan. He's going to pop for a three off the glass and no good. Going to be rebounded by Trevino. And then a foul in the backcourt. I don't know why these guys are fouling clear back here in the backcourt. That is going to go on Zavala. That will be his second. Still only a 1-and-1 for the Rough Riders. Wesley Carnes will come back in. Zavala will take a seat. So that answers our question whether he was going to sit out the rest of the half or not. So Trevino back once again to shoot the 1-and-1 with 2:22 to go here. 29-25 Mustangs. Second period. Free throw is up and gets that one. So he will earn the second free throw on this one. 29-26. Bounces a couple of times. There's been a shoot, little noise from the Fort Morgan crowd. Up and good. 5 points on the night for Trevino. Wesley Carnes going to get it off to Jordan on the far side. Jordan's going to drive it down and then kick it back out to Garver. Garver's at the right elbow. Back to Jordan. Gives it back to Garver on the right wing. Looks like they took a while, but they finally got it. That was a foul on Roosevelt. And that will be on Trevino. That will be his first. That will be 10 team fouls. That will send Garver to the line to shoot 2. (29-27), 2 minutes to go here in this first half of play. Tightly contested game. First free throw is up and good for Garver. 8 points on the night for Garver. Free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be tipped around and finally taken away by Seppi Salvatore. Into the hands of Wallace. He comes down the far side over into the corner. And the ball is going to be kicked out of bounds off of Gherkin. So the Rough Riders will retain possession right baseline of their basket. It will be Nolan Peterson to inbounds. Nope. It's going to be Hoyos to inbounds. Ball is going to be tipped but into the hands of Salvatore. Back to Hoyos on the baseline. He's going to kick it out to Wall. Wall's going to drive it in. Little floater is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and finally tipped. Nice job by Gherkin to get it up to Wesley Carnes. Carnes with the layup up and good as Wesley Carnes. That was a great play there by Nathan Gherkin to hit that forward. We'll give him a rebound on that one. As Hoyos ball is going to be off of Jordan and out of bounds. Rough Riders will retain possession. 1:21 to go here. The Mustangs up 5, 32-27. Yes, Coach Schneider having a little discussion with the referee standing right beside him here. So I guess they're ready to go now. Hoyos to inbounds. Does get it in. Oh, that was way too easy. He got it right into Seppi Salvatore right there at the bucket. Wesley Carnes off to Forrest Jordan over on the left wing. Back to Rodrigo. Rodrigo out at the point. Rodrigo up and his shot's going to be blocked. It's going to finally come down. It's going to be a foul on, or not a foul. It's going to be a travel on Gherkin. Kind of a wild exchange there, but having shots blocked and then a travel call as he fell to the floor. 32-29, under a minute to go here, 50 seconds to go. Hoyos to Wall, now underneath to Seppi Salvatore. They're going to call an offensive foul. Nice job. Aiden Garver on this team is the best one to take a charge. As that was Seppi Salvatore with his second, as they called him for putting the shoulder into Garver to clear his way out. Mustangs, you see at the Mustangs, there's a lot of time left. I don't know if they'll run it down to try to take a last shot. I would think probably not. 32-29, we'll see here. Garver's going to drive it into the lane. He's going to turn around. He's going to come up short. Going to be rebounded by Hoyos. 30 seconds to go. Hoyos all the way down. We're going to call a travel on Hoyos. So 6 turnovers. There's Trevino. Takes a little time here to tie his shoe. 32-29, 26.2. Now we'll see if the Mustang will work it down for the last shot.
Nope.
Wesley Carnes into the front court. Nope, he's going to pop, and that three is going to come up air ball into the hands of Trevino. So they kind of rushed it there.
Yeah, I would
say. Kick it off to Wall. Wall's going to drive it into the lane now. He's going to kick it off to Seppi Salvatore. Oh, nice job there by Wesley Carnes with the steal and the layup. Nice job there as that will finish the, would have counted. That was a full court shot, but the Mustangs
up 34-29.
34-29 as we go to halftime. We will take a break here and be back with the halftime show on Morgan County's B106 in the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan. Christy Creighton running the boards for us tonight. Back at the studios. The Rough Riders, I believe, had 7 threes. So they had 21 of their points from behind the three-point arc. So you just need to extend that out, fight through those screens.
Extend that defense a little bit.
And get a hand in their face. They like to do that cutting at the baseline. They drive down somebody into the lane, then they cut somebody from the baseline and try to get them open. So you just got to keep your head on a swivel. They've been playing mostly a 2-3 zone defense. So you just got to hold your spot, hold your zone, basically where it's going to be played. So
100% agree with you there.
Looks like it will be Fort Morgan basketball to start off this second half of play. It will be Wesley Carnes. He'll need to tuck his shirt in before we get going. I'm surprised they haven't said something to him about that. So Carnes to Rodrigo. He hands it back off to Carnes into the front court. Garver picks it up, gives it off to Rodrigo out at the point now on the near side to Jordan, now to Carnes. Carnes is going to drive it down, kicks it off to Gherkin. Gherkin in the lane. His shot is up and no good, but he was fouled on the shot. And that may be on Luca Salvatore. Let's see. That will be on Luca. That will be his second. So Gherkin will go to the line to shoot 2. He is 3 of 3 so far from the free throw line. And that free throw is up and good.
So you make it or break it. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, you usually think of that mostly in the fourth period, but if you can, extend it here before we get there, then
exactly.
Up and good. 9 points on the night for Gherkin. 7-point lead now, 36-29 on the near side to Salvatore. In the corner to Schmitz, who's back in. That layup is going to be up and good by Seppi Salvatore. Carnes on the far right side. He's going to drive it all the way down. Little floater up and good. Wesley Carnes.
God, he has nice floaters up there.
Yeah, that little one-handed.
He does a great job with that.
Floater that he has. So 18 points on the night for him. Over into the corner to Schmitz. Up top to Wall. Still a 2-3 zone defense here by the Mustangs. Ramirez going to give it to Wall over on the left side. Seppi Salvatore being guarded over there by Carnes. Ramirez, little jumper, is going to be up and good. Xavier Ramirez with 8. So they answer right back. Still a 5-point lead here. Beautiful reverse layup by Wesley Carnes as he takes it to the rack. 20 points for Carnes. Ramirez is going to stop and pop for a 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Garver. Into the hands of Rodrigo as he gets it up into the front court. Rodrigo into the paint. Now to Forrest Jordan. Back to Wesley Carnes. Carnes for the 3.
Deep
in and out. Rebounded by Seppi Salvatore. Into the hands of Wall. Wall's going to give it off now to Ramirez out on the left corner. His layup is going to be up and good. Xavier Ramirez to the bucket. 10 points for Ramirez. 40-35. Mustangs, 5:50 to go. And now a foul is going to be called out front. And that will be on Michael Wall. That will just be his first. Team's second. So the Mustangs will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Wesley Carnes looks to get it in underneath, but it's going to be taken away. A turnover and going to be knocked away, but the Rough Riders retain possession. Now to Ramirez. I thought he bounced it once, but apparently not. So Ramirez being guarded out high. Seppi Salvatore picks up his dribble. Now to Luca. Now to Wall out here on the right wing. He's going to stop and pop up and no good. But way too easy at the bucket was Seppi Salvatore with the putback. Got the rebound and the basket. So 3-point lead, 40-37, 5 minutes to go. Carnes for the 3, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Luca Salvatore. Xavier Ramirez is going to drive it all the way down. His layup is going to be up and no good, but he is going to be called for the offensive foul.
So that will be Garver taking it.
Yep, that's the second one tonight. So that is 4 on Ramirez. So they're going to get him out of there, and they're going to get Hoyos back into the game. Into the game now for the Mustangs is going to be Fabrice Saiza. He will come in for Rodrigo Alvarez. So Ramirez is going to take a seat. He has 8 points. He's got a couple of threes and a couple of regular baskets. So Wesley Carnes to Forrest Jordan on the left wing. Jordan picks up his dribble. Got to find somebody. Gets it off to Gherkin out at the high left wing. Gherkin's going to drive it down, and then it's going to be stolen away from Gherkin. Turnover number 2 here in the second half. Reverse layup is going to be up and good by Lucas Salvatore. 8 points for Salvatore. 1 point game now. Mustangs need to continue getting some points. Fabrice Saiza for a 3. Up and good. Fabrice Saiza for 3. 43-39, 4:15 to go. Over on the far side, Salvatore up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gherkin. Into the hands of Wesley Carnes. Wesley Carnes is going to stop. He's going to go into the lane. Now to Fabrice. That didn't sound right. Fabrice Saiza. And now he's going to pop for a 3. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded, though, by Schmitz. Back into the hands of Hoyos into the front court. 43-39 Mustangs. Over on the far side to Lucas Salvatore. Up top to Schmitz. Over on the near side now to Hoyos. Hoyos going to drive it in. Now he's going to kick it off to Schmitz in the corner. That 3 is up and no good. Going to be rebounded and taken away by Saiza. And then taken by the... I don't know how they get a timeout. I didn't know anybody had possession. It looked like it should have been a jump. I don't know how they get a timeout there when they didn't have possession. But a full timeout is going to be taken here by the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit premieraca.com. 43-39, 4-point lead. It was 5 at the break, so haven't
fluctuated much. For a little bit there, the Rough Riders were really coming up, getting some points, but then Fabrice Saiza came in with that 3 and kind of got it back a little bit there. So yeah, I think they need to settle down a little bit and keep doing what they were doing that first half. They were doing great that first half, but keep it going.
They've been outscored 10-9 so far in the second period or second half of play. So, but it will be Rough Rider basketball as they're going to get Wesley Carnes to get his Kentucky shirt in. I'm surprised they didn't do that to start off the half. They usually are real. What are they having a discussion over there on the? I don't know what that was all about, but maybe they were waiting until Chase Redding back into the game now. That layup is up and good for Seppi Salvatore. They got to come up with something that on their inbounds play. 43-41. Shot is going to be up and no good, but a blocking foul is going to be called on the Rough Riders. And that will send Wesley Carnes to the line to shoot 2. And that will be on Michael Wall. That will be his second. So Wesley Carnes.
What's the average on free throws?
I'm not sure what he does for sure. First ring
up and no good.
Up and no good by Carnes. Actually, he is at 80% from the free throw line, but he misses his first. 3:14 to go, third period. 43-41, Fort Morgan. Free throw number 2 up and good. Peterson back into the game, and it will be Seppi Salvatore to take a seat for the Rough Riders. As Hoyos into the front court now on the near side to Lucas Salvatore, into the corner to Schmitz. Ball is tipped away but kept by the Rough Riders. Hoyos underneath, reverse layup is up, no good. I believe it was partially blocked. So Wall for the 3, that is up and good. Michael Wall was hit with his third 3 of the night.
44 all.
Wesley Carnes with a layup from the far side, up and good.
Never mind that.
46-44. Hoyos with the ball, being guarded by Carnes. Underneath, nice no-look pass to Peterson. as he goes up with the bucket. 4 points on the night for Nolan Peterson. Mustangs now off to Garver. Garver on the left wing. His ball is going to be off of Garver and out of bounds. It was tipped away and then off of his leg and out of bounds. So turnover Mustangs. So Rodrigo and Zavala will come in. Fabrice will take a seat. Forrest Jordan will take a seat. With 2:16 to go, all tied up here at 46. Rough Riders have a chance to take the lead here. Michael Wall out at the point, going to give it off to Hoyos. To me, that is a carry, but they haven't called it all night. And that three is going to be up and good by Lucas Salvatore. That is his third three of the night. Rodrigo all the way in. His shot is going to be up and good, and he is fouled. Rodrigo Alvarez to the rack, and he puts it in, and he will go to the bucket to shoot one. And that will be on Michael Wall. That will be his third. So Rodrigo will go to the line to shoot one. He was 1 of 2 in the second quarter. He can tie it up here with a free throw. Up and good. 49 all, a minute 51 to go here. Hoyos off to Wall on the right wing, now to Schmitz in the corner. Back to Hoyos. Underneath to Peterson. That play is working. He is going to get the bucket, and he is fouled. We'll see if that's going to go on Redding or who that's going to be on. And that will be on Chase Redding. That will be his third. So Peterson with the bucket. And now a shot for the and one. She has to put him up 3, 51-49 Rough Riders. And that shot is no good. Rebounded though. Yeah, let's see who it's going to finally be out on. Let's see who they're going to say it's Fort Morgan ball.
So that was probably John Hoyle.
Yeah. So into the hands of Carnes. Mustangs look to tie it up or take the lead here with a 3. Carnes all the way down. Now a hand check is going to be called. And that'll be on Boy Schmitz. That'll be his 4th. Oh. He has not scored tonight. He hasn't been a problem as far as points are concerned.
As far as the defense, he's been, putting up.
Yeah. They get it into Redding on the far side. Now to Garver out at the point. Gets it off to Rodrigo. Now to Carnes. Carnes with the head fake. Keeps that dribble alive. A minute 20 to go. Carnes gets it to Rodrigo in the left corner. Carnes a deep 3. That is up and no good. Nice job there by Redding. Up and good. Chase Redding with his first bucket of the night, and he was fouled. And that's it. That's only 4 on Michael Wall. I'm sorry. I got excited there for a minute. So Chase Redding to go to the line to shoot the and one. So he can put the Mustangs up with a minute 9 to go with a free throw. So he bounces the ball a couple of times. Bends, shoots off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Lucas Salvatore. Hoyos brings it up into the front court. That is a carry all day long, and they haven't called it all night long. Peterson underneath. Now they're going to give it out top. A 3 is going to be air ball. He's by knee. I don't know why they didn't call a foul. He runs Garver over to the floor, but it's off of the Rough Riders, not a bounce. So that's going to be a turnover on the Rough Riders. They get it into Rodrigo with 50 seconds to go here in this second period, or second half, all tied up at 51. Wesley Carnes' left-handed layup is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded by Peterson. Hoyos all the way down. His layup is going to be up and no good. They're going to call a blocking foul on the Mustangs. And that will be on Rodrigo Alvarez. That will be his second. But that will send Hoyos to the line to shoot 2. He missed the front end of a 1-and-1 early on in the first half. And that is also no good. Not a good looking shot at all for Hoyos. 36.8 seconds to go, tied at 51. Hoyos with foul shot number 2. Up and out, also no good. Ball is going to be tipped and taken away by Hoyos. They're going to call a foul on Redding. That will be his 4th.
And he just came in pretty fast there, didn't he?
Yep. So Gherkin back into the game. As the Rough Riders will inbound left baseline of their basket, they get it into Hoyos in the right corner. He's going to drive the baseline and goes through the legs of Peterson. Then on the far side, nice taken away there by Wesley Carnes. Carnes to Rodrigo. Rodrigo in the lane, up and no good. Ball's going to be tipped around and finally taken away by Lucas Salvatore. And then a foul is going to be called in the back court. And they're going to say that is on Rodrigo Alvarez. That will be his 3rd with 18.5 seconds. Still no shooting foul, though. Only 4th team foul on the Mustangs here in the second half. 7 on the Rough Riders. Charlie Langford will come in. He came in for Rodrigo Alvarez. Wall to Schmitz on the high right wing. Cross court to Lucas Salvatore. That 3 is up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Lucas Salvatore. Up by 3, 54-51. Wesley Carnes is going to shoot. Does not. Yep, it's going to be good by Gherkin at the buzzer. So Gherkin with the bucket as buzzer goes off in period number 3. As the Mustangs are down 1, 54-53. We'll come back with period number 4 right here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 54-53 as we go to period number 4. The Rough Riders ahead. It will be possession Rough Riders. Mustangs scored by 5, 24-19 in that period. Lucas Salvatore on the left wing. Wall now dribbles it out to Hoyos out on the high right wing. Back to Wall, a 3 from the corner, up and no good, going to be rebounded. Mustangs got to do a better job getting the rebound. And now a timeout is going to be called. As Lucas Salvatore had the rebound on the far side. So a timeout by the Rough Riders. 7:41 left here. So it's going to be a tight one all the way, it looks like, Corey.
It is, really. Mustangs sitting at 11 turnovers. The Rough Riders sitting at 8. Mustangs sitting at, for rebounds, sitting at 22 for this, up to this last period here, and the Rough Riders sitting at 23. So all in all, like you said, it's going to be really tight game here tonight. So I really want to see the Mustangs pull this off. But I mean, honestly, what I've seen in this third period is they got to step back a little bit and just get a little bit more control, like they've had that first half there, and just like you're saying there, do a better job about getting those rebounds, because the rebounds is where it's going to be. I mean, 100%. So we'll see what happens in this last period with 7:41 to go.
Rough Riders get it in on the far side to get it to Michael Wall. High left wing, he backs it out. Mustangs in a 2-3 zone defense. Now to Hoyos here on this high right wing. To Schmitz in the right corner. Now they're going to give it back out to Lucas Salvatore. Hoyos gives it off to Schmitz. Schmitz on the right wing, back to Hoyos. He's going to dribble it in. Kicks it off to Lucas Salvatore out on the high left wing. Back to Schmitz out at the point. Near side now to Hoyos. Schmitz takes the 3, and now back to Hoyos. He's going to get it back out at the point. 54-53. Under 7 to go here. That's a carry all day long, and they're not calling it.
They have not been calling those tonight.
So Lucas Salvatore back to Schmitz, back to Hoyos, back to Schmitz. They're just running time off the clock right now. Back to Salvatore out on the right wing, back to Hoyos. Hoyos drives it down the right side and finally goes to Wall into the lane. That layup is going to be up and good by Michael Wall. Mustangs all the way down. Shot is up and no good. Gherkin with the rebound, and then he was fouled. So Gherkin will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul will be on Bowie Schmitz. That'll be it if that's on Schmitz. He is done. So Bowie Schmitz is fouled out. No points. So let's see who they decide to bring. They're going to bring Xavier Ramirez. He has not been in for a while. Well, he had 4 points in that third period. He's one of their better shooters. So Xavier Ramirez will come in. Gherkin will go to the line to shoot 2. Gherkin, free throw is up and good. So Gherkin with 12 points on the night. Free throw up and also good. Michael Wall on the far left corner. The ball is tipped. Going to be in the corner now here. Lucas Salvatore. That 3 is up and no good. Going to be rebound, tipped around. But the Mustangs cannot come away with it. Xavier Ramirez comes down with a rebound over on the far side to Wall. Now to Salvatore in the lane. His shot is going to be up and good, and he is going to be called for the foul. And they're going to call it on Gherkin, I believe. And that foul will go on Nathan Gherkin. That's only his first. So Seppi Salvatore with the bucket, and he'll go to the line for the and one. Charlie Langford comes out. Zavala comes out. Aiden Garver and Rodrigo Alvarez back into the game for the Mustangs. Mustangs down 3, 58-55. 5:58 to go, fourth period. Salvatore with the free throw. Rolls around and in. Carnes all the way down. He cannot get it to go right now. Let's see what's going to be off of. Rough Riders are not out of bounds. He was on the line when he threw it back in, so the Mustangs will retain possession. So they look to get it in. Look, they get it into Gherkin. Gherkin needs to go up with a little left right-handed hook. Is up and no good. Going to be a foul on Wesley Carnes as he went over the back on the rebound. No shooting foul yet. Only 5 team fouls on the Mustangs. 6 now. So no shooting foul. The Mustangs down 4, 59-55. Got to get a defensive stop along the way or see if Roosevelt takes a little air out of the ball like they had been doing. So Seppi Salvatore, keep that dribble alive, gives it off to Hoyos. Now into the corner to Lucas Salvatore. Hands it off now to Ramirez. Ramirez gets it off to Salvatore out at the three-point line. Back to Hoyos.
Yep, looks like they're doing just that.
Now another foul, a reach foul on Wesley Carnes. That will be his third. Now it will be a shooting foul, 1-and-1.
Trying to get them from letting so much air out of the ball.
Timeout, 30-second timeout is going to be taken by TJ Schneider. So the Mustangs are down 4, 59-55 with 5:14 to go here. Bank of Colorado, they believe in keeping things simple. Apply for the loan you need for your dream home fully online. Visit bankofcolorado.com for all the information today. So a good game going on here. The Mustangs just a little short on the score right now.
Plenty of time left, plenty of time left.
Wesley Carnes with, I have him down for 23, I believe. Nathan Gherkin with 12. That will send Hoyos to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He has not hit a free throw yet tonight. See if he can off and no good. Nice tip out there by Salvatore as he gets it back out to Wall. Mustangs have been out jumped here tonight on the rebounds. Gets it to Wall on the high left wing. Now to Salvatore at the free throw line. Going to give it back underneath to Wall. Wall was open on the near side now to Hoyos. They're just trying to run a little time off here. 4:52 to go. Alvarez back out to Hoyos on the high right wing. See if they're going to go to a man-to-man. It looks like they are. And underneath to Wall. Nice little feed over on the far side to Seppi Salvatore. Mustangs down 6, 55-61. Wesley Carnes to Rodrigo into the lane. Back out, and that ball is going to be taken away. Not a good pass there. Layup is going to be up and no good, and now an offensive foul. They're going to call it. That's the third one tonight for Aiden Garver to take the charge.
Yep.
And that will be only the third one on Seppi Salvatore. Mustangs have got to get some points here. Roosevelt likes to take a little air out of the ball once they get it. So Wesley Carnes all the way down. He loses it underneath to Gherkin. They're going to count the bucket for Gherkin, and he was fouled.
I'll draw the line.
See who that's. And that's going to go on Seppi Salvatore. That is his fourth. So Ramirez with 4, Salvatore with 4, Michael Wall with 4, and Bowie Schmitz has already fouled out. So Gherkin will go to the line to shoot 1. 61-57. Free throws off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be taken away by Hoyos. Hoyos with the rebound as he gets it up into the front court. 4 minutes to go. Hoyos off to Ramirez out on the high right wing, and now to Salvatore. He's going to go all the way down. That foul is going to be, they're going to call a blocking foul on Rodrigo. So that will be 4 on Rodrigo. And that will send Lucas Salvatore to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 61-57, 3:51 to go here in the contest. Mustangs are down 4. Lucas Salvatore to shoot 2. That one is in and out. He will shoot free throw number 2. Up and good on free throw number 2. 5-point lead. Mustangs need to get a bucket here. Carnes going to drive it all the way down now to Gherkin. Left two-handed slam by Nathan Gherkin. And then a timeout will be taken by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. A 30-second timeout, but nice job as they found Nathan Gherkin underneath. He goes up for the two-handed slam. Mustangs find themselves down by 3, 62-59. 10 team fouls on the Riders, 8 so far on the Mustangs. So the Mustangs will shoot 2 whenever they are fouled again by the Rough Riders. The Mustangs still in the 1-and-1 as far as free throws are concerned. So a game the Mustangs would really like to, really need to have.
We've got to keep the ball away from the Rough Riders when they've been, taking so much air out of the ball. It's liking to run that clock down. I think they ran probably close to a minute and a half out that clock.
Yeah. Well, they like to run it. They like to move it around on the outside. Then they'll cut somebody underneath or down the middle or something and hit them and find the cutter and get the basket. So Mustangs are going to extend that defense here out to half court. And Ramirez being guarded by Carnes. Behind the back, Ramirez is going to go down. He's going to give it off to Hoyos out here on the left wing. Hoyos is going to drive it down the lane. Going to kick it off to Wall, now to Ramirez. Ramirez, old jumper, is going to be up and no good, but the rebound is going to go to Salvatore. Mustangs just could not get a break on the rebounds. Now Salvatore backs it out to Ramirez. On the near side to Lucas Salvatore. He being guarded by Gherkin. Hands it off now to Seppi Salvatore. Shot is going to come up short, going to be rebounded by Alvarez. Was looking for the foul there. Nothing was called. So Wesley Carnes with it on the far side. Under 3 to go. Wesley Carnes is going to be fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. He was fouled on the drive. And that will be on Ramirez. He is done. That is the second Rough Rider to be disqualified. He is out.
Like we were talking before, Carnes sits about 80% on the free throw average, so we'll see what he does here on the shooting 2 up here.
This is where you need to get him.
Most definitely with 2:46 left in the game.
Cut it to 1. So into the game is going to be Nolan Peterson. He is 6 points on the night. So Wesley Carnes to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and in and out. Boys, this is where you can get some free points here. When they foul you, go to the free throw line. Carnes, both free throws are no good. Rebounded to Seppi Salvatore. Now to Lucas Salvatore on the right wing. He's going to drive it down. His little floater is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call a push in the back. And let's see if that's going to go on Garver. That is going to be Garver's 3rd. So Lucas Salvatore, I believe he's going to shoot 2. I believe it was on the shot. So he will shoot 2. 62-59, 2:36 to go. First free throw is up and good. Carnes has not made a bucket or any points here in this 4th period. Only 6 points for the Mustangs, and that's all been by Nathan Gherkin. Free throw is up and rolls around and goes in. So there was a 4-point swing right there. Wesley Carnes missed his 2. Salvatore goes down and makes his 2.
Yeah.
Forrest Jordan at the left elbow. Bounce pass in. Left-handed layup is going to be up and good by Wesley Carnes. Finally got him on the board. Still a 3-point deficit for the Mustangs as they call a timeout. 64-61, 2:22 to go here in this 4th period. It was 21-17 after 1. It was Mustangs were ahead 34-29 at half and then behind by 1, 54-53 at the end of the 3rd period, and they are down by 3.
It's those rebounds.
Yeah, they're probably getting out rebounded. I'm not sure what it is, but even if they're not, they're getting up in there. That's especially, I believe it's been Seppi Salvatore has been getting those tips. He's been tipping it out to his players.
Exactly.
So, but they've been getting out rebounded, that's for sure. But a game that the Mustangs are going to need to win, I believe, if they don't get this one, they've got to go to Riverdale Ridge. They've got to win that one on Thursday night. We still got 2:22 to go here. Mustangs are only down by 3, so it's anybody's game still. So Mustangs are going to come out with some full court pressure here as Lucas Salvatore to inbounds. Far into their basket now to Hoyos, back to Lucas, now to Seppi Salvatore. Seppi, they're going to pull it back out, I believe. Back out to Hoyos, being guarded by Rodrigo.
Where the Mustangs cannot let them just run that time clock down.
They're going to try. They're going to have to do that. They're going to have to foul here somewhere along. Still only a 1-and-1, I believe. And that foul will be on Forrest Jordan. That's only his 2nd. That is a 10-team foul, so Peterson will go to the line to shoot 2. Mustangs down 3. 64-61. First free throw up and good. They've made their last 3 free throws anyway. Lucas Salvatore has hit three free throws in this period. Peterson up and good. 5-point deficit for the Mustangs, 66-61, under 2 to go. Wesley Carnes is going to be fouled. It's going to be a hand check. So Carnes will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul will go on Michael Wall. He is done. Michael Wall will take a seat. And that will bring in Trevino. Michael Wall on the night with 11. So Wesley Carnes will see if he can make some free throws here. He missed 2 just a little bit ago. Nice deep breath there. Come on, Wesley. Up and off the rim and no good. He needs to stand back at about the 3-point line and try it, but he has missed his last 3. This could be a 3-point game. Could be a 2-point game. That one is up and good. This is where you got to hit your free throws, but full court pressure by the Mustangs. Looks like a travel. They're going to call a foul. Look like a walk. They're going to call that on Rodrigo Alvarez. That will be his 5th. He is done. So Rodrigo to take a seat. Let's see who I'd bring Fabricen. I think he's a better shooter than Redding, but we will see what happens. So TJ Schneider having a discussion with him. So Chase Redding will come in. And that will send Hoyos to the line. He is not, it's not a bad foul. Hoyos has not hit a free throw tonight. That first free throw is up and no good. So that's the guy you're going to foul.
Might as well, yeah.
It's going to be Hoyos because he cannot make a free, but you'd think Wesley Carnes would be the guy that could make it for the Mustangs, and he's finally made 1 out of 4 here in this last 4
I mean,
tries.
it would be, if he would have made all those free throws, it would be a 1-point deficit right now.
Rebound by Garber. So now into the hands of Carnes.
Come on, guys.
66-62. Shot is going to be blocked. And now into the hands of Trevino. And a timeout is going to be called. A full timeout is going to be called here by the Rough Riders. The Mustangs down 4, 66-62 with 1:34 left to go. In the contest here between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Fort Morgan Mustangs. And the Rough Riders will inbounds near side just down from mid-court. So 1:34. It looks like it will be Wesley Carnes, Aiden Garber. It will be Forrest Jordan, Nathan Gherkin, and Chase Redding into the game once we get out of this timeout.
Mustangs need to retain possession of this ball.
Yeah, they need to get a steal on the inbounds here. Down 4. But I would think if that they're going to keep Hoyos in there, that he would be the one to, you're going to have to foul. That would be the guy to foul. Let's see who we don't want to foul. Well, Redding has 4. Wesley Carnes with 3, Aiden Garber with 3, Nathan Gherkin with 2. So Gherkin's not going to come out and be guarding Hoyos. So this is going to be Carnes or Forrest Jordan or somebody that will probably be trying to do the foul as we get ready to go here into the hands of Lucas Salvatore. And they're just going to run clock. They're going to make Fort Morgan foul him. And it's Hoyos. That's the guy to foul if you're going to foul him. Off to Peterson, 1:20 to go. Almost thrown away, but Giuseppe Salvatore with the
foul. There you go.
Yep. So Wesley Carnes with his 4th. That's the guy to foul. I mean, Hoyos has not hit a free throw tonight. But once you do that, then you've got to go. That free throw, of course, he makes that one.
It's when you say something, right?
He is 1 of 7. Next one is up and good. Mustangs down 6, 68-62. Wesley Carnes going to drive it down, going to give it, oh, it's going to be off the hands of Gherkin. Not a good pass by Wesley Carnes. It was off of the fingertips of Gherkin and out of bounds with 1:08 to go. Mustangs are down 6. A full timeout has been taken. So the Mustangs will let it get away from them here. They are, let me look here in this fourth period. They are 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Roosevelt they have shot 12 free throws in this fourth period, and they are 8 of 12 from the free throw line in this fourth period. So there's 5 points right there that the Mustangs have left off the board. And Wesley Carnes is 1 of 4 in this fourth period. Nathan Gherkin is 2 of 3. They're the only ones that have made any baskets here or any points in this fourth period. Mustangs put on full court pressure here as it gets into the hands of Lucas Salvatore. Now to Seppi Salvatore. Layup is going to be up. They should have called that no good, but thought he interfered, but it was going to be up and good for Seppi Salvatore. The Mustangs down 8, 70-62. Get it into the hands of Wesley Carnes. Carnes going to drive it all the way in now to Garver. Garver for the 3, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Peterson. And into the hands of Salvatore once again, and off of, they're going to call it out of bounds. I thought maybe Garver got him on the foul, but they did not call it. It's just going to be out of bounds off of Fort Morgan. With only 39.3 seconds to go, the Mustangs are down 8. Peterson to throw it in as he gets it in to Lucas Salvatore. Mustangs are going to have to foul if they're going to try and get this ball back. They're going to have to, they have got to commit a foul here somewhere along the way with 29 seconds. Now Chase Redding with a foul, and that will be it for Redding. If that is going to be on him, that will be, Redding will be disqualified. So Rodrigo Alvarez is out, Chase Redding is out. For the Mustangs, Bowie Schmitz, Xavier Ramirez, Michael Wall all out. So Peterson will go to the line to shoot 2. He is 2 of 2 in this fourth period. So the Mustangs are down 8. They have gone cold in this fourth period, only 9 points in this fourth period, and that one is up and off the side of the rim and no good. 27.8 seconds. Mustangs have got to get this rebound if it's missed. Peterson, free throws off the back of the rim and no good, going to be rebounded. A jump is going to be called. It will be possession to the Mustangs. So nice job there by Gherkin to tie it up. The Mustangs have got to get it in. They get it into Zavala, who is into the game. Garver, his little layup is up and no good. The Mustangs cannot buy a bucket. Rebounded to Lucas Salvatore. And then a foul is going to be called, I believe, on the Mustangs. That will be on Zavala. That will be his 3rd. 17.6 seconds to go, and Rough Riders are going to the line with an 8-point lead, 70-62. And that is going to be Lucas Salvatore. He is 3 of 4 in this fourth period from the free throw line. Couple of bounces, spins the ball, shoots, and off the back of the rim and no good. The Mustangs have not been able to put the ball down, so 70-62. Free throw number 2 coming up for Lucas Salvatore. Up and good. 9-point lead. If they've got to get something up here. Gherkin with no foul, with nothing there, and it's going to be, they wanted a foul called. Now Zavala is going to be That would be his 4th, I believe. So the Mustangs let him get away from him here in this 4th period. Game that they needed to have, as it will send Hoyos to the line to shoot 2. Down 9 points, down 10 points. But he hasn't been able to make a free throw all night. Now he's hit his last 3.
Right. That's what I was just thinking.
So 10 points with 5.7 seconds. That one is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by the Rough Riders. And you're down 10, boys. There's no reason to be fouling, Forrest. No reason whatsoever with 1.2 seconds. So the Mustangs are going to fall to 2-10 in league and 5-12 overall. Roosevelt will go to 5-15 and 5-10 in league. So Luca with off the front of the rim and no good. (72-62) Rough Riders. Free throw is up and rolls around and out, rebounded by Zavala. And the Mustangs fall short here on their home court to the Roosevelt Rough Riders as they fall 72-62. We will take a break and be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Make sure the nutrients you've purchased for your field are getting to your crops. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water with Advanced Agri Solutions. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. Well, the Mustangs come up short tonight, 72-62. It was 21-17 after one. Fort Morgan 34-29 at half in favor of the Mustangs, and the Rough Riders went ahead by one, 54-53, and then won it going away here in this 4th period by a score of 72-62. For the Rough Riders, Lucas Salvatore with 18, Ramirez with 10, Seppi Salvatore with 17, Michael Wall with 11, Nolan Peterson with 8, Harvey Trevino with 5, John, it looks like Joanne, but I'm sure that's not it is, Hoyos with 3. For the Rough Riders, for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, Wesley Carnes tonight led the way with 26, Nathan Gurkin with 17, Aiden Garver with 8, Rodrigo Alvarez with 4, Fabrice Saiza with a triple, Chase Redding with 2, and Forrest Jordan with 2 for the Mustangs, 62 points. The Rough Riders were 12 of 26, I believe, from the free throw line. They hit 10 free throws in that 4th period, so they had more points from the free throw line than the Mustangs scored in that 4th period. The Mustangs kind of went cold. They couldn't get a shot. They were getting out rebounded. So I'll get some numbers here on the rebound or on the free throws from Fort Morgan while Corey goes over some other numbers.
Talking turnovers for your Fort Morgan Mustangs, they had 12 for this game. The Roosevelt Rough Riders had a total of 10. So pretty compatible there. I mean, I saw it was just that last period there where the Mustangs could not get a rebound hardly in edgewise there. So that was probably, I see, the biggest fallback there. But they put up a good game on that. But as far as rebounds for the Mustangs, they had a total of 24 for this game. Let's see if I can give you some exact numbers here. Aiden Garver with 2. Wesley Carnes with 2. Nathan Gurkin with 8. Chase Redding with 1. Fabrice Saiza with 1. Rodrigo Alvarez with 4. Isaiah Zavala with 5. A total of 24. For the Roosevelt Rough Riders, they stood at 25 overall. Bowie Schmitz had a total of 5. Lucas Salvatore had a total of 10. Xavier Ramirez with 2. Sepe Salvatore with 6. And Joan Hoyos with 1. And Nolan Peterson with 1 for a total of 25.
Okay, the Mustangs were 14 of 23 from the free throw line.
That
Only
splits up the difference right there, huh?
They were 3 of 7 in that fourth period. They just couldn't get any shots down. They were getting out rebounded. They were just getting out jumped. So, but it goes down as a loss, 72 to 62. Up next for the Mustangs will be Thursday night at Riverdale Ridge. John Beltran will have that for you. The games will be 5:30 and 7. Thank you to Christy Creighton tonight back at the studios running the board for us. Once again, for Christy, for Corey, this is Brian Nickel. Once again, the final scores: the girls lose it 85 to 14. The boys lose it 72 to 62. All heard right here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.